Well, it's September 25th in Nebraska, and my dad and I, we have good strong northwest winds today, so my dad and I came down to the new property that we got permission to this year and hung 2 sets. Basically this property is just a creek surrounded by egg fields, and we have good brushy cover, and on the hillside we got CRP. So we got a stand hung, we've had cell cam running here, and we've got 3 different shooters show up already, so we're thinking that come rut this is gonna be a money spot. So we just got two sets hung, and we'll probably stay out here a little while until the temperatures drop and deer start chasing, because we think this might be a ticket property. So gonna check one more camera and then get out of here today. We got permission on this property. There's one spot that I really pinned and wanted to make an effort to check that spot out, and this is right where I'm at actually, and we came in and we have absolutely bulletproof access. You're gonna park on the other side of the creek, and then as you can see we've got ropes that run down to the creek to pull you right up to the stand. Should be absolute money.
The first month of deer season comes to a close down here. I want to do a quick kind of update just to keep you in tabs on what's happening down here in Nebraska. I kicked the season off in North Dakota with Alex and the crew. 104 days up there. Filmed actually. I filmed for Sam. And Alex was able to shoot that buck. Then I came back down here at home with one target buck right now, buck that I call Junior. This is my 3rd year of pictures with him. Lots of history with him, multiple encounters, pictures. He blew up this year. He's a big boy, so I've been hunting him down here, trying to get on him. The other cameras have been real slow. Last year we got moved to a new property down where, kind of close to what we used to hunt, but this year that property got leased out, so the landowner graciously allowed us back to where we were hunting. We've always had good rut sits in there. Alex has had a lot of good encounters. We've got one buck in there right now that he's a stud. He's a buck that we call Trident. He's actually a 8x7 with 3 brow tines on his right side and 2 on his left. Just a gnarly buck. So hopefully I can have an encounter with that deer. And like I said, rut season's always real good down there. I picked up another new property on top of Plan B this year. This property is south of me a little bit, and it's a good creek line with like grass and CRP and beans around it. It's real thick and nasty. So I've been running a cell cam in there for a couple weeks, and we've had 3 real solid bucks come through. We're thinking that property is going to be just money come rut, because it's a good travel corridor connecting the other properties together. So we're actually really excited about that property. And then going back to Plan B, we've been talking a lot about that buck we call Showtime. We have still yet to see Showtime. I'm assuming now he's living in the cornfields, but we haven't seen him. We had pictures of Buster back in July, which is a real heavy tight 10. We haven't seen him since the end of August, so I don't know where he went after he went hardhorn. And then the other buck that I filmed in the bean field multiple times this year is a buck that we call Droppy. He's a heavy 8-pointer with a solid drop tine on his right side. So we got those 3 shooters down there somewhere. As of now, there hasn't been anything showing up on camera really. The food plot did not turn out. We've been in a severe drought all year here in Nebraska, so severe drought and a food plot does not go hand in hand, but we're really excited to see what actually starts filtering through that here as we roll into October and November, because last year there's this sign all over the place of bugs, scrapes, rubs, everything. So we still have high expectations for Plan B, high expectations for that new property. We expect to have a couple good sits in there. This is going to be my last hunt for probably about a week. Next week we have a huge cold front rolling in, a big temperature drop, so we're excited. I'm excited for that. I got 4 days off next weekend, so we're going to be hitting it and probably even have a morning sit. So
a little bit after 5, probably about 5:20 right now. Came in by boat tonight because I got a tip about one of my big bucks been showing himself to the north of where I've been hunting. So came in by boat because it's been a standing cornfield, and I got here and they just started picking. Did a lot of debating whether to sit here or move further south to where I've been hunting. Got down and looked in front of me about 70 yards and hung a camera and saw a lot of deer sign, buck scrapes, buck rubs. So I resulted in sitting here, riding it out tonight. Hopefully the combines stay to the south of me, which I think if that's the case I should be okay. I wish the cornfield would have been up, but hopefully the big boy either gets pushed out of the corn or he just naturally moves through here on the bottom and gives me a shot. Otherwise I'll for sure be back here tomorrow night with this freshly picked corn. But we're gonna ride her out here. We've got about 2.5 hours before we lose light, and we'll see what we have in store for us tonight on this cool September 26th evening.
But I know Alex will be rolling in November 4th through 11th, so I'll be spending 3 days with him hunting, and then hopefully by then I have a buck on the ground and we can focus all of our attention on him. But that's what I've been up to down here in Nebraska, just moving cameras, trying to find some target bucks to target, trying to get a play on Junior. He's such a hard buck to figure out. I'll just get random pictures of him here and there, and that's about it. So I don't know if he's living in the corn or where he's actually living, but I do know he's in here. I just had pictures of him 3 days ago, so hopefully our next update is me shooting a Nebraska deer down here, either one of my big bucks or I still want to try shooting my first deer with a recurve, since I bought that 3 years ago and killed a couple turkeys with it. Still want to cross that off the bucket list. So those are what's been happening down here. It's kind of the plan moving forward here in Nebraska. We got a lot of corn on my property yet, so hopefully once that comes out it makes it a little easier to attack Junior, and hopefully I can put him down, or hopefully Showtime shows up soon. But we're gonna sit here the rest of the night and see what the sit has.